Okay, how would we know if our defrag batch file, how would we know if it ran? Well, if we go back and look at the batch file that we did right up here, notice that we can tell by looking at this file. See, we have the output redirected into a file. So you wouldn't be able, this is one of those things that you wouldn't be able to tell that it ran or not. So that's why we redirected the output to a file. So that way you could tell. Okay, so let's let's talk a little bit more about some of the options that you have with DOS. And this first one, I wanted to just show you the output of the directory command when you do use the S switch. And what that does is it prints out the subdirectory. So it'll show us a listing of the subdirectories. See, here's a good one, Zone Alarm, and then I got a couple of versions of Zone Alarm in there. But it'll show you the file, and then I'll show you the contents of the file. So that's kind of interesting. Let's do another one here. We'll order by size. So that's a /O, order by size, and we'll use the S switch. And sure enough, what does that do? It orders it by size. We go up initially, we see the directories, but right here it starts with the files, and you can see in that column right here that this is the file size. And as we go down, it gets bigger and bigger, doesn't it? So now we can use the up arrow key. We don't have to, if we're going to use a similar command, which is what we're going to do. Let's reverse the size switch, and what that'll do is it'll give us the exact reverse. It starts out with the biggest file. So see, that's the Dell bitmap. That's probably the background that I was using when I first got my computer. I should go in there and delete that. Pretty big file, huh? So you can also specify attributes. So let's try one like attribute of read-only, we'll say, like that. And so we have some files in the Windows that are read-only, like the ones that are listed here. And let's see the ones that aren't read-only. Try that. So we have much more in there that aren't read-only. So there's a listing of those. Okay, our old handy-dandy command that we use all the time is Ipconfig All. And that'll kind of give us the settings, and if we look at it, it's kind of arranged by the network adapter, isn't it? It gives us initial settings that apply to all of them, then it goes through and looks at each of the network adapters on this machine. And here's the one I'm actually connected to right now, and sure enough, this shows the IP address 192.168.0.1, which is my IP address. Default gateway, another important setting. It shows the 2 DNS servers that I have here, and also importantly shows the MAC address or the physical address. Tells whether DHCP is enabled or not. So those are all really important settings that you want to be concerned about when you're doing Windows networking. So we're going to continue this on the next recording or file.